La 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 la. Welcome to the thecreativemindofajsworld, where you need love and inspiration. Spiritually, throughout my years, even when I was really, really young, ever since back to 1994 when I first heard her with her sisters, the Clark sisters, and her music really kept me going despite of all of the dark days that I had. And she has also been another part of inspiring me to keep living. And her song that came out was "I'm Still Here" by her first album, and it really had me to believe that it was worth living again through her testimony. And from that time forward, I said, okay, maybe I can give this another chance. And I gave my life to God in the year of 2004 at the end of December before Christmas. First time ever giving my life to God. Now here it is, I've been born and raised in the church, but I didn't know of God. I've heard my grandfather preach the word many times, but it didn't gravitate to me until one day. And it was the best feeling I ever had. It was such a release, such a cleansing. And I started to change. I started to think different, do things different, have hope, have confidence. Things I never did in the past. I had so much hatred, bitterness towards myself and towards people that came my way. But that year was a really good year for me. And from that point forward with college, it was a struggle. As she said a little bit earlier, you know, I really didn't have no help then. Of course, I had to sell all my things. You know, I had to basically go through a lot when I was in college as well. And it really got bad there as well. I just was falling short. I wasn't really being connected like I was with God as I did. And I just strayed off. And so things got worse. And so therefore, you know, from that time period, I just decided to just leave school at that time because it just wasn't getting better. You know, finances and stuff was just really getting out of hand. I basically decided to move on my own, but that was a struggle for more than 3 years of just being on my own, having my own apartment, trying to accomplish and do something on my own. That was a struggle back and forth, losing a job, getting a job, losing a job, getting a job. Have to go to the landlord telling her, oh, I have the rent money, and then next month I don't have it. It was just a roller coaster. And then at one point in time, I just really thought of suicide again because, you know, I just didn't think I should live going through this. I said, where am I going? I'm not in school. You know, the house thing is not working out. I'm losing jobs after another. It just seemed like everything is going against me. I said, there's no reason to live at this point. And I decided to make another attempt on my life, you know, basically walking through the hurricane. And I walked for 2 hours and I made it in my mind that maybe, you know what, I'm going home. I don't know what kind of home it is. Is it going to be heaven home, hell home? I don't know what it is, but I need to leave this earth and I just need to go home because I'm tired. I'm tired of living. So I walked through that hurricane and I made my peace with God. And I said, God, if it's for me to live, then I promise I will go another way and do all of the things that you want me to do. And of course, I made it through despite of. And, you know, God showed me a lot of things, you know, and I can truly say that he brought me this far from a mighty long way. And there's still many challenges and things that I've gone through from that time period, even up to now, but I've grown and I've learned a lot. And, you know, I basically coming to the point of knowing my own craft and accepting all of the things that come around. I'm excited for all of the things God has blessed me with. You know, me having a talent and just singing, being a songwriter, that's been birthed at this point in time. Also doing animation. I love it. That's what my major was for, basically animation. I love to design, fashion, dresses and stuff. So God has just given me many different things. Doors and stuff is going to definitely open and I'm really excited. And this is who I am. I am Alex. So basically,
I always look tear when he talks about his story because we honestly come from different backgrounds, as you can see. His is a little more elaborate, and mine was pretty much, I don't want to say safe, but pretty much like secure. I know, trying to find out what it is to, struggle and to make it out on your own. Because yes, I came from a sheltered life as a kid, but however, in my mind, I felt as though I was either controlled in a way. Like I said, I was trying to be liked by everybody, trying to please everybody, but that's still not a secured life. You can't have all these things and be taken care of, but yet inside you feel like you're being controlled. You feel like you're being not safe within yourself. And before, like earlier this year, I had a really big testimony for not only just people but for myself. What it is to get out on your own and not depend on people. It was become to the point of letting go of the nest. And, people touch on this all the time. And I think it was TD Jakes that had that title of getting out of the nest. Stop relying on your parents. Stop relying on everybody else. You need to start relying on yourself. And that's what I had to learn, especially this year. And he was right there with me as my best friend, and that's where I realized this is my breaking point to really figure out who I am and how I can get out of this situation. And so far, I'm making it. It's not easy, especially coming from someone giving you everything, from friends, family, everyone. Just giving, but I can't give to myself. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm devoting this time for me because it's my turn. And I am Jaz'min, and I'm an overcomer. And
booyah.
So are you.
Booyah.
We're here to help you.
Take that. How about that?
How about that in your face?
How about it? Well, I basically want to encourage y'all and let you know that you can get through. Despite of everything that you're dealing with right now, you're probably saying, you don't really know. This is why we're letting you in on our story. This is not fake. This is not scripted. This is true. And I basically want to let you know that you can get through anything that you want because, God has promised you so much more. You don't have to settle. You don't have to be in one situation.
And you don't have to depend on anybody.
No.
It could just be you. You just need to depend on just that one person, that one spirit really, which is God. You don't need anybody else. Everyone feels they need people. Yes, you need God's angels to support you, whether it's on this earth or in heaven with him. But honestly, you don't really need to depend on everybody because it starts within you and your mind. If your mind is telling you to listen to that person and saying that you can't make it, well, guess what? You're not going to make it because you're not allowing anyone to. You're allowing people to get in your head for the most part.
Yeah, and
control your life.
And that's the thing. We have so many different topics that we're going to be talking about going forward throughout the shows to come because it's so relatable, and I feel as though these topics that we're talking about is nothing made up. It's personal, and it's going to be given to you. Yeah, that's right, you. So we don't want you to feel left out. We want to encourage you, and that is why we're bringing this to you, because there's too much negativity all over this place. I feel sorry for my generation, but I feel sorry for the next generation because they have nobody else to look up to. A lot of negativity that's going around with all of these different killings and stuff in the streets. You see all of this stuff on YouTube sometimes that's not really good, you know what I mean? And to each his own, if that's what you want to watch, that's fine, but it's not really helping your life. And if you continue to keep watching these things and doing all of these things, then you're not going to be anything going forward because you're just putting yourself back. And God said that it's not so. You have another day to go forward for whatever it is that you want to do. You just have to sit down and think about it.
I feel so excited when he says that. Like, honestly. I'm like, you have another day. You have another second. And you only get one life.
That's
you get multiple chances at a certain extent, but you get one life, and that's when it's starting to come to down. It's coming down to that for me. I only have one life, not to live someone else's or this person's, or then have to live my life. I gotta live my own life, and that's what I'm working on.
Absolutely, and that's what you have to do as well. I'm doing it, I'm not perfect. I know that there's many days that I have doubts and stuff, but I know I serve a purpose, and I serve a purpose for God. And I've ran away with a lot of other stuff that I know I'm supposed to be doing. He's called me to do ministry. He's called me to do a lot of other stuff besides all of the gifts and the talent that he's blessed me with, which I'm forever grateful. I just want y'all to understand to hang in there. Hang in there. Don't give up. You feel like giving up today. It's not worth it. Don't give up today. You thinking about taking pills. You thinking about shutting your phone off and being in a shutdown mode and not being bothered with nobody. That ain't so. You can do all of that, but I can tell you something right now. Find a way of getting your peace by looking up to him. He's the one that helps you. All you have to do is just release it out to him. Nobody else can understand it but him. He's my best friend. I don't have nobody else. He comes through for me every time. And I'm very grateful for him. And, I don't want you to give up. I don't want you to think of suicide today. Because somebody is thinking about it as we speak right now. If you're looking at this right now, don't do it. Don't do it. I love you. I love you very much.
Me too.
Your family didn't love you, or your friends left you behind. Your career feel like it's going down. You can start over. That's the best part about life. Yeah. You might not like certain things that you've done before you planned, but God can give you another direction, and it can come so much better than what that was before. Mm-hmm. So all you have to do is just basically let go, let God, and everything else will come into play. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe.
And please reach out to us if you have any questions. Or
that's right.
If you need a friend, like I said, we're here as your friend. We're your new friends.
We're here for you.
So we're in our 20s, so we understand at a younger age, even the older generation, we understand what it is to go through. And we're still going through, but we're going through, but getting through. That was so corny, but whatever. But yeah, so just stay tuned for the next episode, and God bless you. Okay.
Leave a message. Leave a comment down the bottom. Tell everybody about us. We're going to bring a lot more to you. It's not just about topics. We're going to be outside doing different things outside, inviting you into what we normally would do. Just having fun. You know what I mean? Life is too short to be sitting there being miserable and depressed.
Complaining, negative.
Yeah, think of the littlest things that can brighten up your day. Put a smile on that face. You know what I mean? So I say, be encouraged and
please.
have the perspective and wanting to do something different in your life. Don't worry about what you didn't do last time. Worry about what you can do going forward and leave it to God to do, and He will take care of the rest. Don't worry about nothing else.
The past is called the past for a reason.
Yes, it is. So, not Texas, but comment down the bottom. You don't have a number.
No, you
but comment down the bottom, inboxes. Tell us what you think. Tell us what you want to hear. You understand what I'm saying? And, we're more than welcome to, answer everything for what it is that you have to say.
Or what we overcome.
Yeah.
If there's something that you like, how'd you overcome this? I'll be glad to tell you. Yeah. Even we probably already touched on camera, but if something we miss, I'll feel free to let you know how to overcome stuff.
Yeah, so subscribe and like. Please subscribe and like. Tell everybody on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook about us. And we look forward to seeing you next time. All right?
Thanks, guys.
Bye.